What have you seen from how the Nuggets have used him throughout the year that maybe differs from how you used him?
I haven't really paid that much attention. I know when we played him, he's running pick and rolls, being aggressive, pushing the pace. But I haven't really seen how they've really been using it.
What were you guys able to do at practice today? What did you guys do?
One of some offensive stuff. Then defensively, we did some stuff live, just trying to, simulate, how Denver's going to play and how we need to guard and defend it. And then that's about it.
What's the
Everyone was able
status
to go
of
through that?
That was live, yeah. Everyone went through it.
What's the Nikola status today?
He practiced again today, and so looks good. So we'll see going forward.
Everybody else is clearly healthy?
Yes, sir.
You're good too?
Yes, sir.
Your back is fine?
I'm good.
Leg is fine?
We're missing for the world.
Your brain is fine too?
I'm great.
Do you envision? I know you guys are flying up today. You got to practice tomorrow. Like, do you envision getting a conditioning type workout and try to get the wind going up in that altitude?
No, it'll probably be an easy day tomorrow. Just kind of cleaning up some things that we saw in practice today that we got to get better at defensively, and just go over some offensive stuff. But I don't think we'll do too much running up and down. I might sneak a little 10 in, but I don't know if they'll go for that or not.
How do you sneak that in?
I snuck it in today. Yeah. They didn't like it, but just trying to keep ourselves going. Like we had a good rhythm, and now you get a week off, so just trying to keep as much shape as we can, going into this game on Saturday.
How much easier is it for you guys to get acclimated to the altitude and the pace and stuff up there when you're there for a couple days, as opposed to you got to fly in and play, like, for instance, like a second night of a back-to-back? Like, you're able to actually get acclimated. Does it help?
I hope so. I would hope so. Just we know it's going to be a factor, but after the first 5-6 minutes, we should be good. And so, like you said, being there for a few days and having that one game on our belt, playing the second game, getting better and better. So we should see.
With a guy like Bogey and the familiarity that he has with a guy like Jokic, is there anything you can, like, any discussions you have or anything like that about?
We had some discussions.
Yeah. Things he likes to do.
Yeah, we had some discussions. Can't share them right here, but
you can't remember. Huh?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Anything from the Olympics that can help you with this? You guys did beat him after getting down 300. Steph Curry decided to show up and play in the Olympic Games. I mean.
Yeah, I didn't look at that game to try to play the Denver Nuggets, but we'll see.
You guys were so strategic and methodical as an organization, bringing Kawhi back months ago now. He's talked a little bit about how proud he is to have arrived at this point, as healthy as he is currently, just sort of on like a person-to-person basis. What do you make of the journey that you guys sort of set him on, or you guys went on together, arriving at this point exactly how you wanted it to?
Yeah, well, like I said yesterday, just happy for him,
yeah.
To put all the work he's put in to get to this point, and like I said, go into the playoffs healthy. That's what he's been wanting. So we're very happy about that. And you see, when he plays at a high level, we're a different team. And so, having him back, like I said, all the preparation he did to get to this point, in the weight room with the medical staff, and get here, like I said, I'm happy for him.
Is there a level of appreciation, like newfound appreciation that you've gotten this week, just getting a chance to do this again, prepare for a playoff series, like not just from what you've been through this season, but this is your 5th year here. Like, how have you kind of like felt just as far as like being in what you've called your happy place yet again?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, with all the stuff we had going on this season, Norm missing 15, 16, 17 games, Kawhi being out almost 50 games, and to be able to hold it down and get to this point where we're 5th seed, it says a lot about our team, about our character. So I'm happy for these guys, like to put in the work every single day. Even when you had aches and pains like James and Zoo had and still played through them to get here, it means a lot. And so it's big for our fans, it's big for our organization, like I said, big for our players. And so going to the playoffs, it always means something because you got a chance to win a championship.
I know you're not a guy who coaches makes and misses, but like when you have a guy like Nikola who can pick you apart, pretty often, like how do you gauge the, rotation and stuff like that, and making sure you're not leaving the guy out there too long if he's getting picked on or stuff like that?
Yeah, like you said, just reading the game, whatever the game calls for, and he's a tough cover. He puts you in a lot of tough situations. defensively. And, you know, like I said, he can pick and pop three, comes off screens, comes off aways, pin downs. He posts up, you know, so he's involved setting screens in pick and rolls. He's receiving pick and rolls, and so he just puts you in a lot of tough positions. And so we just got to stay the course. We know he's going to make some tough shots. We know he's going to do some amazing things. But we just got to make sure if our coverages are right and we're doing it the right way, we got to have the resolve to stick with it and stay with the game plan.
You know, James was talking the other day about how, you know, everybody's going to know what each other are doing over the course of the series. It's going to come down to, you know, how you create your advantages and everything like that. Like, how much more do you put into, say, we need this play, we need that play, we need that scheme? Like, how much of it is, you know, installing a whole bunch of new stuff versus just play better?
Yeah, just play good. I don't think you have to install a lot of new stuff. I mean, some stuff you can do differently, you know, tweak a few things here and there, but you don't want to come in with a whole new game plan when you've been playing so well, you know. So until the first game, you don't know how they're going to try to attack us. They don't know how we're going to try to attack them, and then you got to see from there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
You talking to us tomorrow?
I hope not.
Denver?
I hope not.
Let's get ready for Hoop Jab.